Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new project on my channel, the Call of Duty Zombies Retrospective, the series where I'm going to be going through each and every Call of Duty Zombies game from Treyarch and giving my opinions on each and every map in the games. Of course, all of these opinions are my own. I do not claim mine as the definitive one. I am simply listing what I feel is the best thing about each map and what I think is the worst. So, to begin our journey, we're going to have to start from the beginning with World at War. But first, let's take a little dive into what's to come.
You will never succeed in this, Edward.
Please, you must help me. Only together can we prevent the destruction of your world. Our overlords cannot allow you to continue on this path. You will be
Nacht, untoten. Night of the Undead. The beginning of everything. A secret game mode that was included at the end of the campaign that surprised literally everybody. A mode that wasn't meant to be really turned into anything big. In fact, Mark Lamia, the studio head of Treyarch, almost pulled the plug on the entire development of Zombies due to it taking too much dev time away from campaign and multiplayer. And can you imagine that if Zombies was just cancelled right there and then? I honestly don't think Call of Duty would do as good if Zombies was now a thing. I honestly do not think it would be. But Nacht, untoten, a two-story bunker set in an airfield where your soldier has crash landed on. It's one of the most iconic openings in Zombies. The game begins. One thing about this map is that it's genuinely scary. The atmosphere with the fog, the mysterious chalk drawings, the lack of music, and only the sounds of the undead approaching you honestly gives me the spooks, and it honestly did again when I had to replay it for this episode. With it being the first map, I honestly can't say anything bad about it. Apart from World at War's horrific hitbox with the zombies, you literally gravitate towards them. Who thought this was a good idea? Anyway, like I said, there were two floors, one mystery box, a few guns on the walls, and that is it. You have no perks, no pocket punch, no Easter egg, nothing. Only you and the endless hordes of the undead. I should also mention that this map has been remastered like 4 times, I think, with each edition adding new things in, but the original is what I'm playing right here. I also find it funny that from day goddamn one, Treyarch were already trolling us. You see this cabinet right here, you think, 1,500 points, and it has a question mark on it. It must hide something great. And then you open it up. This was also the first map to introduce the ray gun. Even though half of the time it kills you instead of the zombies, this thing has become a staple of the mode. And for good reason, the design is goddamn awesome. But let's all take you for a nostalgia trip. Do any of you remember the first box weapon you got? What about the first time you seen a power up? The first time you knifed a radio and unlocked some music? The first time you died? The first time you shut the game off because it got too spooky? Yes, I actually did that, don't judge me. What I'm trying to get at here is that Nacht for many people holds a place in everyone's hearts. It kickstarted everything off, and I honestly have praise for it. I can't say anything bad about the map. The atmosphere is great, the survival element of it is amazing, it's truly a map for survivalists, it truly is. And the fact that it's been remastered 4 times, it's very clear that Treyarch have not forgotten about their first ever map. And ever since then, Zombies has just continued to grow. I honestly have nothing bad to say about it. It started everything, it started my childhood off. I can't say anything bad about it. But now, let's move on to the next map. Verruckt, also known as the Asylum, the scariest zombies map of all time. No exceptions. Jason Blundell may say that Zitzabu is the scariest map of all time, But he is surely mistaken. Nothing is ever going to top Verruckt. This is truly when zombies started to evolve into something big. The reception to Nacht untoten was massive, with players praising the mode. So with World at War's first map pack, they released Verruckt, an abandoned 935 facility set in an insane asylum, where 4 Marines are sent there to find American spy Peter McKean. These include Tank Dempsey, John Banana, Smuggy, and Paxton. Beginning with a feature that not many zombies maps have implemented since, 2 players are cut off from one another, to each side having to find their own way to the power switch to reunite. Like I said before, this is where zombies began to fully evolve, with adding in perk callers such as Speed Caller, Double Tap, Quick Revive, and the infamous Juggernaut. Traps were also introduced along with a full Easter egg song. When I mentioned that this map is the scariest in zombies, picture yourself as a 5-year-old holding square on this table, and you hear this. And then when you see this.
Hey, you right, man. That is enough.
Verruckt is all about atmosphere. The screams of random inmates echoing through the asylum like ghosts. The orange tint giving the map an apocalyptic vibe. Everything is intentionally set up to freak you out, and it succeeds heavily. For Easter eggs, the map actually does have a few. I did mention the surgical chair earlier, but if you flush this toilet 3 times, you get the Easter egg song, along with the invisible MG42 in the middle of the map that is inaccessible to players. I've always wanted to test this out, but I've never been able to get the game on PC or well, it's more like my Mac can run games in general. Guys, just don't get Macs, just get a PC. That's so much better. And here, if you listen very, very closely, you can actually hear a baby cry. It's very screwed up and dark, but hey, that's just Verruckt for you. Hell, the name of the map translated literally means crazy or insane in German. If there was one thing this map could have done to be better, it probably would have been to open up the center area of the map and make it playable. It would have made the space to move around a lot bigger in my opinion, and only improve on what is still a great map. And well, yeah, that's Verruckt, a classic terrifying map that still scares me to this day. And one more thing, what is the purpose of this room? Please tell me. What is the purpose? I know that in lore, John Banana made his last stand here and died, but in terms of gameplay, why was this a thing? It also looks like this was meant to be a bipod, but the bipods don't even work on the map. The only way you can get the bipod to work is to have a teammate crouch down and then place the bipod on top of their head. You need to have a teammate to use the bipod. It makes no sense, it's very glitched out, but I still love it.
I will paint the red square with their blood. Oh, those don't sound like freak bags. Stay away from my vodka!
Numa, Swamp of the Undead. I goddamn love this map. Numa, in my opinion, is a very underrated map. Stylistically, this is probably the best looking map in the game. And again, it evolves zombies even further into something big, introducing our 4 main characters. Tank Dempsey, Nikolai Belinsky, Taku Masaki, and Edward Richthofen. When the 3 characters awakened their lease, them and Richthofen then traveled to the Group 935/Division 9 facility in Japan, the Rising Sun facility, aka Numa, to recover Richthofen's diary. The main map is split into 5 areas, with the study room hut, storage hut, comm room, doctor's quarters, and fishing hut. Each area also contains a Coca-Cola machine, but there is no power switch to turn on this time. They're instantly booted up and ready to use. This makes it so that every game you play, the machines will be in different positions. Now this can be a good thing or a bad thing, as certain locations have horrific perk machine locations, not leaving you a lot of space to move around as you're drinking them. Traps return along with another Easter egg song called The One that you're listening to right now. This map also introduced wonder weapons with a 3-shot electrical chain weapon capable of killing entire hordes of zombies. This weapon has now become iconic within the Call of Duty community, and it is called the Wunderwaffe Digital. With it being brought back throughout the years in different maps like Call of the Dead, the Giant and remastered maps, it is simply the most iconic wonder weapon in all of zombies apart from the ray gun. Although this weapon is really good at killing zombies, it also is a bit of a suicide weapon like the ray gun. Half the time if you shoot too close, the shockwave will kill you instantly if you're not careful. Another big thing this map introduced is the special max ammo rounds with the Hellhounds. These fuckers will spawn close to the player and are twice as fast as running zombies, being able to catch up with you no problem. They're easy to kill, but getting overwhelmed will be your downfall. For Easter eggs, the map has plenty to be honest. Peter McKean, the American spy the Marines were sent to retrieve in Verruckt, can be seen hanging from a parachute in the spawn room. There are also 3 radios you can interact with to get a mysterious message.
I hope you're receiving this transmission, Peter. If you are not, then all is our been lost. You must know by now that we failed to contain the Asylum. Now we had to move the experiment here. Location. The numbers will guide you. The giant must run. All costs. Repeat. Dead Reese must remain safe at all costs. The DG2 experiments continue. Might be our only advantage now. Find Dr. Max's. They may know what's going on. The use of 115 is dangerous at best. I'm not sure we can continue here. We've lost most of our best people. I hope you get this. I hope it hasn't happened there too. But I'm almost out of hope.
6054 06.96 101 55 44.94.
You can also retrieve Richtoffen's diary and get this laugh, along with the Easter egg song with this phone, the element 115 meteorite in the storage area, and the mysterious shock joints in areas not even seen by the player. All in all, Numa is underrated. It really evolved the story of zombies to the story starting to slowly develop along with iconic features that can still be seen today in current zombies. Numa was a fantastic map, no exceptions. The atmosphere, the vibe, the graphics, the Easter eggs. For me, the story in zombies is what drives me to play it. I love the story so much, so the fact that this map was really the first map to really, start to introduce slowly a story, it means a lot to me, to be honest. So, let's move on to the next map.
What the hell just happened? Everyone okay?
Oh, I feel like I will throw up.
A mere side effect, Russia. Everything is normal.
Let's get this done.
Oh yeah, bring it, freak!
Reese, the Giant, the location that started the whole pandemic of the zombies outbreak. Following the story of Numa, Richtoffen retrieves his diary, and him and the Optimus crew travel back to Reese, where Richtoffen plans to use the teleporter to return to the moon to confront Samantha, who is hidden inside the MPD. The facility is overrun, and once again our characters have to face off against the hordes. Being one of the most beloved maps of all time, Reese is iconic, being held as one of the best zombie maps of all time. Reese was the last map pack for World at War, and with that, treyarch seemed to want to go out with a bang, and I think they succeeded. Reese introduced something that would change zombies pretty much forever, the Pack-a-Punch machine. For 5,000 points you are able to upgrade your weapon to be twice as deadly with more ammo and a kick-ass camo to go along with it. But to obtain this, you first have to access the 3 main teleporters around the map and link them up to the teleport in the spawn room. After holding square, a timer is shown and it's a mad dash back to the spawn room to link them. After linking them, you can purchase them for 1,500 points to teleport you back to the spawn room whenever you want. A good usage of transportation around the map. Just like Numa, Reese brought back the Hellhounds, one of our DG2 and Coca-Cola machines, this time with a power switch. The story also then began to develop more and more with secret notes hidden around the map, with videos giving much more lore and insight as to what went on at the facility with Dr. Max's and Samantha Max's.
Stand up. Stand up! Good. Look at me. Over here. Good. Now walk forward. Excellent. Further. Keep coming. It's all right. Stay there. Calm down.
Don't fuck with a
I
Marine.
order you. Kill it. Bring me another. Now, you must be very diligent with her, Samantha. Owning a dog is a great responsibility.
Yes, Father. Oh, I love her.
You must feed her every day and walk her, and be very careful when you play with her. You know she's going to have puppies.
Really? Can I keep the puppies too, Father?
We'll see, Samantha. One step at a time.
His daughter being shown to be betrayed by Richtoffen by locking them inside a teleporter room with a Hellhound.
Initiating test number 6. Subject is within test chamber. Activate power. Damn it, Edward! Did you set up the device correctly?
Yes, Doctor. as per your specifications.
If you had done it to my specifications, then it would have worked, wouldn't it? As usual, your incompetence has...
What? Do you hear that, Doctor?
Quiet, you fool! Test number 6 is a failure, but the experiment has caused some kind of electrical force energized within the chamber. Well, open the door!
Doctor, I don't think...
Open the door! Now!
Daddy, what are you doing such work?
Damn it, Samantha, I told you never to come in here. Edward, get her out of here.
Yes, Doctor.
What's wrong with her? Daddy, what did you do? Lottie!
Come back here, Samantha! Stop her! Easy. Come here, Samantha. Good girl, Flossie. Gently, Samantha. That's not Flossie anymore. We must get out of here. What? Edward, what are you doing? Open the door! Edward, open this door now!
I'm scared.
Don't go! Stay by me, Samantha!
Goodbye, Dr. Maxis.
The first ever Easter egg quest was also introduced. Well, kinda. You don't get anything for doing it. But if you get an upgraded weapon, shoot this button and find 3 hidden teddy bears around the map, Samantha will say this. Back in the day, people used to say it made the zombies harder or easier, but guys, that's a load of bullshit. It does nothing, it's useless. With the flat-top Easter egg, there were far more on the map than meets the eye. You've got the hidden book inside this thing here, Teddy is a liar written on a wall out here, the teddy bear silhouette in the alleyway, and if you obtain the brand new equipment, the monkey bomb, you could do this. This map holds many memories. I can honestly say it's the map that gave me the best memories from zombies. Getting the Brown City on the catwalk or trying to upgrade every weapon in a single match. Man, it was fun. And the Reese will forever go down as one of the best maps in zombies, if not the best. And that was the first part of my Aether Zombies Retrospective. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like to see the next part done soon, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm really starting to get back into YouTube, guys, and I'm really happy to be back in general. Stay tuned for Black Ops 1 next and Untoten, and I'll see you all later. Take care, and goodbye.